Welcome, friends. It is I, your host, Last and it's time for another vlog. And this vlog is, well, we've been gone a while. As you know, I had to record last time on Tuesday, and I'm not sure when I'm going to record the next one, because going on another trip. Gonna be up north for a couple days, Wednesday through Friday, but I'll be back on Saturday, so I'll probably be doing the vlog Saturday. So probably I'll be able to fill out, answer any questions at that point, so it'll be fine. Now let's talk about just Smite stuff first. They data mined or talked to Eras, this and that. Coming up in the future, there will be Thanatos. There will also be Mercury. Right now, the fill-in picture for Mercury is Freddie Mercury, which is beyond awesome. That is way too awesome. And then from talking to Eras, he has mentioned that they're going to be doing a lot of item work the next couple weeks. And then after that, they'll be doing... What's the word I'm looking for? They're also going to do a change to Arachne. And apparently, it's... something good for Arachne. Now, personally, I like Arachne. I feel she's balanced in that she's incredibly strong early and not so great late, but you can build her to be effective late. Just, it's different and it takes quite a bit of gold to do it. But I like her. But I'm a casual player. She's pretty good in casual. She's alright in ranked. But for tournament play, because of her weak late, no one plays her because of that. Because it's all about being strong at all times. And she's not one of those gods. She's a god that's strong early. That will set up a good thing for her team later, but then she becomes less of an asset later in the game, especially if people know how to work around her, which is you just dodge her ult, stay away from her web, and then you just never let her get really any egg warding going on. So in tournament play, she really is not so great. So whatever changes they make, I'm assuming has to do with making her better late for tournament play, or at least just making her better overall. Personally, I think she's great, but I'm not a tournament player, so there's that. What else? So we are doing CubeWorld right here. I'm not sure what we're going to record next time. Depending on maybe reaction, maybe a Dota again, or Awesome Knots. I like Awesome Knots and Dota. So we might do those again, or I might do a different game altogether, who knows, or more CubeWorld or something. CubeWorld right now, it hasn't been updated since July. It's still a fun game, but definitely waiting to see what next major change is going to happen to this game, and we'll see what it is. And I'm sure they're hard working at it. This is, of course, their game. They've put a lot into it already. It's very fun. And there's just things that can be done to make it even better, and I can't wait to see what those are. Just not sure when that will be. Let's see here. Anything else about Smite? Nothing else, I think. Just playing with fans. And, okay, so most of the time I am pretty damn busy with things. We do make a crap ton of videos, so we are definitely always busy making things or doing this or that. So it is, of course, I apologize if we don't get to play together whenever y'all see me. But every once in a while I am able to play, and it's just, you just gotta keep asking, we'll see if I can. But there's just times when I won't be able to, or I'm already playing with some fans already, and just, things happen, that's all. But I will always try to play when I have free time with fans, whenever possible. It's just that we get pretty dang busy because we do a lot of stuff, that is for sure. Alright, let's see, is that everything about Smite for now? That's everything about Smite for now. Now, let's talk about just random things about me, what I did this week and last week because I recorded so early. See, going up north Wednesday through Friday, just some family stuff that should be cool. I think we're going to go to a lazy river, which sounds really fun. I hope that's going to be fun. Now, last week, of course, I was in Vegas. We stayed at the Rio. We saw Penn and Teller, the Improv. We saw... what else did we see? We saw the $1 Million Quartet. We saw a lot of shows, did a lot of gambling here and there. Did not win anything. I lost a lot. Luckily, I was with my father. My father won more than enough money to overcome all my mistakes and losses. It is Vegas. You lose a lot, but you can also win a lot if you're good at it. And my dad is definitely good at it. Luckily, there's that. Now, I didn't inherit that, unfortunately, so I gotta work on that. Now, let's see here, what else? While I was in Vegas, during downtime, I was playing Shadowrun Returns. Those of you who know what that game is or played it or anything. Shadowrun is a pretty old-ass kind of thing. It's pen and paper, 20-ish years or so. And they made an SNES game, a Sega game, and I think they also made a Sega CD game. I played the SNES and the Sega one. And they're both very different, but they're both about Shadowrun, and they both have their immersion in different ways, and there's very interesting storytelling in those games. Shadowrun Returns feels like a mix of those two, and it actually is in the same world as those two games. It tries to link those two to this new world that they created in Shadowrun Returns. We have it because of the Kickstarter. And the storytelling's pretty good. We did Dead Man Switch. Well, I did Dead Man Switch, and it's pretty... I like the story. The gameplay's pretty good. It's basically XCOM, the newest one. In that kind of tactics and everything, and it feels good in some ways and feels alright in other ways, and it's not bad. It's good. It's pretty straightforward, pretty good there. You have a bunch of different classes you can be, and they're pretty fun classes, and they do a lot of things that makes it that you can finish what you're doing with different classes and it'd be alright. Like, you have a shaman who can summon spirits, and you can do stuff with the spirits. You can use magic in some ways, you can do decking in some ways, you can just brute force your way in other ways. In the same situation, which is appreciated. The only thing I don't like about the game is it's too damn linear. There's not enough exploration you can really do. You just do the story and there's like 1 or 2 side quests and that's it. And that's really something that's missing in that. In the SNES it was linear. In the Sega one, it was very non-linear. You had the story you could do, but you could do a bunch of random missions. You just go, I'm going to just do a bunch of mercenary missions, just do another merc mission, another one. You could spend days just doing merc missions, and that's what I did back in the day. So I really miss that. But it's still a fun game, and the story was pretty good. I like the story, so I can't wait to see what happens with Shadowrun Returns in the future, because they are making DLCs and such. Other things going on this year. This week I saw Pain and Gain. Anyone seen that movie? That is totally a dude movie. That is not a lady movie. It was an interesting movie. It really was. The fact that it's a true story is what's crazy about it, and it's also what's crazy about it is usually based on true story they do a lot of dramatization, and there is that in this movie, but some of the crazy facts are really what happened, and it's just ridiculous how ridiculous that thing is. Quite an interesting movie. Also, so Emperor, learned a couple things about World War II from that, because I didn't know that after the US beat Japan because of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and we occupied them for a while, I didn't know we were considering putting the Emperor up for as a war criminal. In the movie, they give the guy 10 days to figure out whether they should put up the Emperor or not and put him on trial. In real life, it took 5.5 months, I believe. And what they did is they just cleared the Emperor of all charges, or not charges, but they said he shouldn't be put on trial. That's basically what they did. But I can't believe, I didn't know American history. I didn't know we considered putting the Emperor of Japan on trial. And luckily we didn't, because the real thought was if we did and we hanged the guy, Japan would go nuts, and luckily that didn't happen. And that's just an interesting time period, just after the war, just that. That's interesting. Other thing going on, because of Tencent and how they're working with Smite and all that, and that is an interesting market there of China, I am going to, I'm going to try very hard to learn Mandarin, oranges, learn Mandarin because I feel learning that language might be helpful if I want to not really branch out, but become something useful in the future. Smite takes off and all this and that, and it grows. To be able to speak both languages, though there's plenty of other people who can already do that, it might still be a good thing to know. So, trying to learn that, and it is not easy. Not easy to learn. It's interesting, though. It's kind of... I like it that I'm learning another language, because, you feel smarter because you're learning another language, but it is definitely not easy to learn another language, especially because I'm from America, and most of us just speak damn English. But I am from the south of America, so I'm next to Mexico where there's a lot of Spanish, so I know a little Spanish there. And America's much of a melting pot, so I know random words from a lot of random languages, but I don't know any really deep, so learning Mando is going to be interesting. Another thing is Steam just recently got a game called Safe House Diaries, which is a zombie kind of game. And this is a very hard game. I got this one from one of the bundles. And this game is... The way it works is you just map out what you're going to do, and then you can do character interactions between the 5 survivors you have, and you can make them hate each other or like each other and this and that. And just all these things. And it's a really hard freaking game, because zombies just kick your ass in this game. It's not an action game, it's just an all planning out game. So if you're someone who likes to do planning and just clicking around and intrigue and stuff like that, that's what that game is. It's very interesting, very different, very tough. It is quite difficult. If you have an easy time with it, I hate you. But it is quite an interesting game, so have at that for you guys. Let's see, answering questions here. Okay, so Dr. Spoon asks, Do you think you'll ever do ranked Smite videos? And the answer is probably not. And the reason for that is, though people will argue with me about this for sure, is I don't see the difference between ranked and casual. There are some differences because in ranked, people should be trying to win more often than casual is. But my problem with ranked is Elo Hell, which exists, and trolls, and rage. Ranked has an insane amount of rage going on in there. Like casual, you get rage. Ranked is amazing how much rage you see in there. Like I see my buddies play it, and they just tell me about how bad people are in ranked. It's just okay. That's not fun. Rage is never fun. We lose a lot of good games to rage, but like people just flipping. I'm like, okay, this game's not worth it anymore. Everyone's doing well. This one guy's having a hard time. We're trying to help him out. He's just getting murdered, and he's just pissed off at everyone on the team, and there's nothing we can do. He's just running in there making mistakes. It's like nothing we can do. He's just raging at us. That makes this video unfun. Can't record it anymore. And ranked is going to be a lot more of that. Now, ranked can have some good times there because people should more so want to win. There should be better warding going on, better gameplay there. But that's if you get lucky and get that. Because there's also the trolls who like to just ruin it for everyone. And if you get into the troll game, and then you lose, and then you get into another troll game and you lose again, then you're stuck in Elo Hell. And there's some problems with Elo Hell. Elo Hell exists. Bullshit if you think it doesn't. It only doesn't exist if you're a carry. Simple as that. If you love to play a tank, if you love to play a support, if you love to play certain mages, like other mages can be carried, but certain mages that don't really carry, you are shit out of luck. Simple as that. That is the problem that I have with ranked, with Elo, and anything, because of the way things are weighted. Unfortunately, in Smite, kills are weighted, which means carries do a lot better to get out of Elo Hell. If you're a support and you just have crappy teammates, you are stuck. You are tank and you have crappy teammates, you are stuck. You are certain mages and you have crappy teammates, you are stuck. Even if you are a carry and your teammates are awful, you are stuck. Elo Hell is real unless you're playing a carry, because then you maybe get a lot of kills, your teammates be damned, maybe you'll get a win anyway. The problem with Smite is the worst person on your team will decide the match. Simple as that, because a 4v5 is a very bad thing. Certain games, your strongest member will decide things. Not in this. We've seen it enough times with me in some of my videos where I am destroying everything and everyone. I am wrecking house, but the second I die, my team crumbles and we're dead. We've seen that in some of my videos. The strongest player does not decide victory. They can help victory come along, but is the weakest player that decides things. Because if they just keep dying and dying and dying and feeding the other team, and the other team as a whole is just getting stronger, you are screwed. That is my problem. That really is. That's my problem with ranked. That's my problem with any game with Elo, is you will get stuck in that situation. Now, I'm a big fan of StarCraft. It's better in that because it's just one-on-one, but we're talking 5v5. This is 4 other people with the potential of being a troll or just bad at the game, or just a number of other things. There's also the positive that they could be an excellent player. They could be a good team player. These happen, but they don't happen as much as you would like, and that is my problem, and that is why I am very adverse to ranked, because I've seen this too many damn times, and I am worn down by it. I am worn down by being stuck in that. And I just don't like it. I really don't. That is my problem. Straight up, that is my problem with ranked. It's not about having a thick skin or this or that, or just being okay with playing with just crap teams or whatever. Any of that. It's just the best and the worst are in ranked, and you will see the worst more often than the best. Unless you have a lucky run and you just get with good teams and good teams and good teams, and you're able to get to the higher levels of Elo where it's not going to happen. But that's if you're lucky enough to break into that. If you just have 1 or 2 bad games, your Elo plummets pretty hard, and then you're just stuck down there. Maybe you can climb up, and that's quite an achievement. Good job to you. But it happens to very few people. And these videos will not be fun if it's just me stuck in Elo Hell. They will not be. And that's why I don't really want to do ranked. Because that bothers me. Now, like I said before, StarCraft, I'm fine with StarCraft ranked. I got up to platinum in that, and that's all on me. That's all on you. One-on-one, that's all on you with an Elo like that, because it's one-on-one. There's not 4 other people who can ruin it for you. It's all on you. You do good, you do bad, it's yourself. You can respect yourself for whatever you do. But when you have 4 other people, if they're doing amazing, like, great, all right. But if they do awful and they pull you down with them, what are you going to do? All you can do is try again, and probably same thing happens again and again and again. And it's just a frustrating thing. It really is. And being frustrated is no fun. And it's not good for the channel. It's not good to show you guys that. Just no good. The next one is Bracco Squad 53s. Ask me face cam country. So as I said, I'm from America. From San Diego. Nice sun. It's burning like hell over here right now. That sun is burning. Usually nice weather though, so I can't really complain all that much. My sister's in Arizona. That place is hot. Dear God. That is a hot place. So I can't really complain all that much. It is hot here, but not compared to there. I know that already. And Facecam will come in the future. Like, we're almost at 1,000 subs. When we do that, we'll do the request video kind of thing. I think the way I'll do it is, after we hit 1,000, I'll go in the vlog going, okay guys, we've hit 1,000. Everyone who comments into this thing gets to comment this. What game I play, it has to be within reason, like I can afford it or it's free or whatever. And whether or not do Facecam, which most likely everyone's going to say yes to Facecam, so there's that. And then people can say other random suggestions and maybe we'll do them or whatever. I don't know. But that's what it'll be. Request video. Facecamming it while having fun with whatever the hell gets suggested. Then it'll have to be like majority suggestion or highest voted or just something like that. Something. But it has to be something I can actually play kind of thing. I can't do console. My computer doesn't have a setup for console. Or it has to be, just has to be PC. Simple as that. And it just has to be something I can afford or it's free or just whatever. That simple as that. Last question is Playful Desk. Would Frostbound Hammer be good on Guan to keep the enemies in range? And it can be. It can be. It depends on how heavily you are doing his AD. Because of course you got his 3, he's just beating them down with that. Because you don't have a... Because there's no ability version of slowdown, like there's no Gem of ISO, there is only the Frostbound Hammer. You can't rely on your 3 to slow them down and keep them in place. You got your 2 that can do a slow, but just... These aren't enough of a slow to keep them down because it's only like 20 or 30% I think, and that only keeps them in place for a moment while they're running away, and Frostbound Hammer could help you do that, but you need to have some attack speed attached to that as well. You need to be able to hit them hard enough, keep them in place, because your cooldowns are like 15 seconds. Cooldowns are pretty long. Even if you get cooldown reduction, you only get down like, what, almost 10 seconds, so you still really need to really think about it. You can go with cooldown reduction, but they won't be enough. Frostbite Hammer might keep them in place, but it might also not be enough. It's just hard to see how you do it. Luckily, Guan Yu hits pretty damn hard, so we can just kill them, but Frostbound Hammer might work out, but to utilize it, like I said, you need some attack speed attached to that. Get some sort of attack speed with the Frostbound Hammer, and you should be able to keep them in place until your cooldowns come down so you can hit them again with more of your stuff. I think that's the way you have to do it. It has to be 2 items. It has to be Frostbound and some with attack speed, if you're going to go about that way. If you're going to go about the way of cooldown reduction, you can do that, but you have to just stick with them for 10 seconds so you can do it again. So I think, yeah, maybe Frostbound Hammer is the way to go, and and the next time I play Guan, I'll see where I would put that in, and also the speed item. See how that goes with that. Let's see here. So, I think I talked about everything. Yeah, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Now, because I talked about ranked, you guys can talk about ranked. Yeah, do that. Talk about ranked in the comments a little bit. Just talk about the good and the bad of ranked that you've seen. Like, if you honestly feel there's enough good in there for me to get in there, then I'll consider it again. I'll consider doing it again. Did not like doing it in the past. I really don't think I want to do it again, but if enough people say just do the damn thing, then fine, I'll do ranked. But I have my reservation. Simple as that. So just talk about ranked in the comments if you want. As always, ask questions as well. And I'm not sure what footage we'll use yet, if we'll do Awesome Knots or not CubeWorld for now. Not CubeWorld yet. But either Awesome Knots or Dota 2 or something else. We'll see what I do. But we'll go from there. Anything else? Oh, I wanted to do one more thing. I want to do a shout out, but I can't remember the name, so I gotta click on it and find it really quick. And it is for the Jean-Quay domination video, because I consider this the quote of the week from a fan, the comment of the week. I want to try to do this, if I remember to do it, as comment of the week. And really I want to shout out to, let's see, where is it? Losing my voice on the Jean-Qui video, and that is... Where is he? I want to say Batman. It is... Find that damn name, There it is. Robert Bule, if I got your name right. Welcome, friends, it is I, Batman. I like that. That's my favorite one. That one cracked me up so much. And thank you to everyone who was suggesting teen stuff when I was sick. Yeah, that was a rough day. We'll finish with this, talking about this. So, Jean-Qui comes out Wednesday, and I gotta leave at 2. So, we're playing games, and you see from the Monday video of Conquest where we tried, where I'm playing and I'm either having a bad game myself, or my teammates are just doing horrible. Just a lot of bad things are happening. So I'm like, okay, screw it. We'll put Conquest on hold for now. Let's do at least the Arena and Domination, so at least we have those to do. So I did Arena, and you saw how amazing that was, and then I did Domination. I'm like, holy crap, my voice is losing it. It's going away. I don't know what's going on here. And it's just me just struggling with my voice as we're doing Domination. It's just, holy crap. And after that, I'm drinking tea and water and all these things. And before that, I was even drinking tea and water because I knew I was going to have a long talking day. But you see the results that we got from that, and at some point there will be a Conquest Jean-Qui where I do it right. I had some pretty good ones. I was going 9-1 in one game, while unfortunately our duo lane was going 1-9. And it's really frustrating, that one, because it was a black legendary Anubis. And he was just doing awful. I'm like, okay, God, just be passive for a while. Let us keep getting ahead because we're all doing well everywhere else, and we'll come over and help you get ganks. And he just kept running out there and getting killed. It was Anubis and Hell against Zeus. It was a duo against the solo Zeus. This is a fight they should not have lost. But they were losing it because what Anubis was doing, Hell was telling me, Anubis would throw out his mummification, miss it, get close to Zeus, and then do his ult, and then he would get killed by Zeus. It's like, are you kidding me? You're Anubis. If the mummification don't land, get the fudge out. Don't force it. So, I don't know how this guy got Black Anubis. I really don't. I guess he just played a lot. Because that is a fundamental lesson right there. Is if that mummification don't land, get the hell out unless they're really low. If they're low on HP and you can kill them, then sure, fine. But the fact you missed that mummification and you ran up to the guy, this is more than once, and did that. Other times he was actually diving the tower and doing his ult, which is an awful idea. He's doing his ult at Zeus's tower. He's getting exponentially beat up by the tower while he's trying to kill Zeus, and Zeus just gets away because he's got his Aegis shield. And he's just getting beat down and getting killed by the tower. And what can Hell do? What can Hell really do? She can heal him, but that's all she can do. She can heal him, try to keep him alive, but if he's diving like that, he's gonna die. So I have no clue whatsoever how he got the black skin, besides just playing him way too damn much. That is a problem, is that you assume skill when someone has a black skin, but you are wrong to do so because some people just only like that one god, and that is just, holy crap, I cannot believe this. Going 9-1 with Anubis when you have the black skin just bothers me because, like, wow. You have that, and it's just, what the... I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Just couldn't. So that was a pretty frustrating game when we're trying to make the Conquest. And this Wednesday most likely will be a new god, so I gotta do the same grind again where I'm gonna have about like 5 or 6 hours to make the next couple days worth of videos because I'm leaving that afternoon. So we'll see how my voice holds up for that and see just how that goes. And well, we'll see. We will see. That should be it for the vlog. Just talked a lot, just said a bunch of random things, opinions on these and that, and well, we'll see how it goes. Oh, I should actually put my opinion on the actors. I think the active opinion, some of those things are OP. Now with that, like Blink is definitely, holy crap, being able to blink so damn often, that's amazing. And certain guys that's great, and other guys are like, holy crap, because really that's, they made Blink usable, but that is just way too usable, I think. Like, usually actives are supposed to be situational, while this active and like 2 or 3 other ones are just spam the crap out of these and you're just gonna kill people all day. That's really what I see with those, and that bothers me a little bit. Because actives should be more situational, more just knowing when to use them, not just spamming them. But that's the way they're going with it right now, and that's just the way we gotta deal with it. So, we gotta go with that. Also, of course, Hand of the Gods being every 60 seconds does let us jungle a lot faster and better. That is for damn sure. So, for junglers, this is a buff. For certain tanks and other people, the blink is a buff. There's a lot of things just going on where it's just gods are getting stronger from these things. I don't think anyone got really weakened. But we're seeing more aggressiveness in some ways and more defensiveness in others because combat blink is 120 seconds now, so holy crap with that. Now that they can do that, they can get out of jail free every 2 minutes, that's for sure. So, I don't know, and up next is item changes, so we'll see what my opinion is on those as they go. But right now, it's alright, it's alright. I think, I don't know, I don't think it's balanced, but it's just a new wrinkle to deal with, I really think, and we'll see how it goes with that. And that should be it for now. I've talked enough already. As always, our goal is to make the channel bigger and better as we go. Just improve it and just do better. Just always do better, higher quality and all that. It's one of the reasons why we've worked so long on the jungle guide, because we want it to look good. And we keep having to adjust it a little bit here and there because of the changes that keep happening. Like Eye of Providence, like we talk about that in the guide for like a minute or two. And now, of course, it got changed, so I had to talk about it again. So little changes here and there just keep happening because the game is always in flux. That's just always how it is. So we always have to change things here and there, and it just pushes it back a little bit. But we should be... We're on good track for that, and we'll see what projects we do next after the guide, and just move on further and further from that. So that is the video. I had fun vlogging. Hope you had fun listening, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. And enjoy the Cube World.